Hey y'all, and welcome to Watch Cheryl Scrap. This is the fourth and final session that I'm doing live for Month of Challenges 10. Today is Thursday, January 27th, and up on deck for today is the 10 things about you. So I have these fabulous templates that are coming out tonight. I don't know, Courtney, are they activated? Is the sale activated already?
It sure is.
Okay, well, if you haven't done that challenge yet, ta-da! I have some cute ones, and if I guess I should quickly, I'll just grab the dress stuff real quick.
Michelle's going to scrap while listening. Well, Michelle, if you need a little enabling, Cheryl's got some cute templates all set up for the 10 things. She says she can't break her 26-day streak of finishing.
Okay, so here they are. So if you want photos, a lot of photos, some bigger photos, just a few, you can obviously take all these photos out.
So my plan is to use that one that you're on,
one?
the one you're hovering over, and change some of the photo spots to just like elements to go along with it.
So I'm using bottom left, and I've seen some really cute ones with bottom right, but I decided to go with this. I did take the liberty of going ahead and doing my journaling, and then I was trying to decide what 3 photos I was going to use to go along with the 10 things. So right now, the way the template is set up, this number 4 is, you know, it looks like these two are related when actually it's my number 1. So I'm gonna pull this 4 down. And
oh, Michelle, use them. Be a copycat. When it's a template, it's not copycatting.
And then I'm gonna move this 6 over here, and I'll move this 7 right there, and then I'll move the 8 here and the 9 down here. So that way it kind of crosses over, and I think I'm actually going to move this photo over just a tad, so it'll be like.
Cheryl's using the dressed up version.
Yes, the dressed down version of this template, just to show you.
It's still pretty cute.
I mean, it's the same thing, it's just really dressed down. There's
just no flowers.
None. Okay.
Do you like how well I know that there's no flowers on the dress down?
Okay. All right, so you can see everything's the same, except you don't have other pesky little layers if you're a dress down person. And, you know, you can even drop off the stars and just have it be, you know, plain like that. But, you know me, extra. So I also still have to do the photo list layout, and I have to do the remembrance or tribute, which I'm leaning towards doing a layout about my sister-in-law, but I don't know if I can make it through it or not.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I need to do it while some things are still fresh. But I
yeah. Melissa says, I'm not laughing at you, Cheryl. I realized that was kind of an odd spot. She says, I usually buy the dressed up and then just remove stuff if I want to. Feels like a BOGO.
Yeah. Yes.
I was like, I can see that. I represent that comment.
Okay, so I'm going to go with some, I don't know, I was trying to think of what I wanted to use tonight, what designer. Because it's just kind of like a, I think I'm going to try some Soco.
I love a good Soco. That sounded so weird, but it's true. I really do.
Okay, so let me sort this by image type so I can get to the papers. Because I know she's got to have a nice white paper in here. Because that's what I want on these, I think.
She does.
Mm.
Melissa says, so this time last week, she had done 4 layouts and she now has all of them up until today done and posted 2 she had to redo. Holy cow. That's a fast scrapper.
Okay.
Michelle is sharing your older 10 things. I have those too. And they do have one that's just straight journaling. But I like the shapy ones. They're cute.
No, I think I want
Liz says she's about done with the photo list, but has no idea who for remembrance. Remember, it's not just like remembrance. It can also be like a tribute. I was looking through that thread because it's just really cool. And there were some who were talking about like vacations that they always took as a kid with their family and how that's changed as they got older and things like that.
Right.
A couple have done it to their pets who've passed. So there's a lot in there, a lot of options in there. It's very open. Renee used it dressed up today and took off half the elements.
She's like, no, I don't want all those things.
She won't use pink reptile now that she's left the store. It's sad. I miss her already.
Oh, was somebody saying I should use pink reptile?
Yeah.
I mean, I can. It's not.
You could. Because technically it's still good for MOC. But I've been trying to wean myself off. And I have like fallen in love with a lot of Soco stuff lately. I'm like, ooh. So.
Right.
She's been, her and Alif Sahin, they've been my go-tos lately.
Yes, they both have just a fabulous style. All right. So
that's a good collab, All About Me, You and Us. That's a good one, Kim.
Yes. Maybe I should use that one.
Ooh, Lisa says she did an old piano because she couldn't do sad. I bet that's cool. I'm going to have to go look at that one. Yep, it can be a tribute. It doesn't have to be a remembrance. It does not have to be sad, Lynn.
Yep.
So.
Okay, so can y'all read my 10 facts? I don't know how
I can't, but.
Okay. I'll just do a quick. Number 1, I'm a huge fan of big band music and other music from the 40s. The music is so peppy and always puts me in a good mood. Number 2, my husband and I went to the same high school, but we never spoke to each other. After he was discharged from the Army, he started working where I worked at Service Merchandise. Our relationship began in January of 1990, and we married in 1993. We've been together for 31 years. I love to read and always set a yearly goal to read a certain number of books. I can read very fast, especially if it's a good book and has my attention. Number 4, I have chronic back pain from injury I sustained when I was 21 and at university. I had surgery but re-injured myself. I now combat chronic pain with a spinal cord stimulator, an opioid medication, and a muscle relaxer. It's an ever-present part of my life. And then I love to organize. Nothing is better than opening up a drawer or cabinet and see things in order. I'm a native Floridian. I was born in Santa Rosa County at Santa Rosa Hospital in Milton. I've always lived in Santa Rosa County in a small town called Pace. I've lived in 7 different homes in Pace. My longest residence is our current home, and we've been here for 26 years. Number 7, I was diagnosed with breast cancer in the middle of 2020. I had a lumpectomy and a lymphadenectomy, big word, in August. I resisted infection, delayed my radiation, but I was finally able to complete treatment on January 4th, 2021. I love coconut. I love the smell of it in body sprays and lotions. I love the taste of it in cookies, cakes, and pies. Number 9, I started my YouTube channel on July 10th, 2014. Since that time, I've posted almost 900 scrapbooking process videos. I anticipate that I'll hit 1,000 videos sometime this year. I have 874 subscribers, but I'd like to increase that number to over 1,000 as well. And then my final one, I will not go to the grocery store or retail store, basically anywhere public, without doing my hair and makeup. Because I've lived here all my life, I will run into one or more people that are family or friends. My husband used to bet how many people I'd know when we were out. So here you go.
I love that.
Some of them were more surprisey than other words. I'm like, I think most everybody knows everything about me. I don't, you start thinking about it and you're like, what?
Melissa would like you to come organize her house. And Lisa says, Milton? I was born in Jacksonville. And one of her husband's college friends was from Milton.
Oh, how cool.
And Marilyn did short ones like, I can quack like a duck. And yes, Marilyn, I actually think that's really awesome that you can quack like a duck.
I can do a chicken, an elephant, and a turkey.
We're listening.
I don't know if you want that or not. I'll pull this away from my mouth because it may hurt your ears. Prepare yourself. Elephant first. Here we go. That was horrible. There you go. And then the turkey is... And then the chicken is... Party tricks.
Lisa says you got my cat's attention.
Oh, that's great.
Megan says my dog did a head tilt to that one. Dev's dog's ears perked up too. Kim says it's awesome. Marilyn says quite entertaining.
Yes, well, okay.
Libby was egging you on. We need to hear.
Little stinker. She's like, okay, so I like these little hearts. Aren't they cute? I think I'm going to use them instead of the little.
Those are cute. What is that from?
That is from Friends. Let me group it by folder so I can make sure I know what I'm looking at here. Yes, Friends. BYOC from 2021, it looks like.
And you said it was Soco, right?
Yep.
Cool. Because, I'll just, in case anybody wondered, if you type in Friends, like there's a whole lot of.
Yes.
Whole lot.
Whole lot.
Dang, that's a good deal too. It's only $5.
Yes.
I don't see that little enamel heart though. It's probably just not on the preview.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
pretty tiny.
It's on one of the pages. Anyway, sorry guys.
They're pretty tiny.
Not the new NPM, but the new NPM is really freaking adorable. I used that this week and it made me laugh because
come on now.
there's a journal card. Let me pull it up so I can get it the right way. But there's a journal card that says, "You're my kind of weird." And there's another one that's "You're my favorite of all time in the history of ever." So
I like that.
I used it because I had to laugh really hard because I did pictures of me and my husband. I was like, my weirdo.
My weirdo.
My weirdo. And then I wrote, you get me.
Okay.
Is that one by Allison? The anti. Yes. I think I saw that and I didn't get a chance. Yeah. The Art of Making Enemies, Best Friends for Never. Lisa, it is an FDD template and It's available now.
Yes, it
I
is.
feel like a movie, or not a movie, a game show contestant.
Like,
Oh, see,
yeah,
and Livy went more, and 20% off.
yeah,
Not
20%
30.
off,
30?
and
No, 20.
I'll have a special coupon in my newsletter like I usually do, which will go out a bit later if you want to hang on.
There you go.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I did that. I like these little hearts.
Those are cute.
So cute.
I like them. I like them
them
a
a
lot.
lot.
Yeah, the new NPM is really cute.
Okay.
But yeah, those journal cards are awesome. And then there's one that says BFFN and grudges. Like, I really love that anti-sentiment.
Like,
Oh, I wonder if I should like get those and use them like with some of my sister's boyfriends where we have pictures that we just like, the picture is really cute or there's a story behind it. And then I can be like, the art of making enemies, and then like tell why the story's cute and then put like enemies, you know?
oh my gosh.
Does anybody do tiny brads like PRD? Which tiny brads do you mean?
Like the little enamel dots and stuff.
So I know Just Jamie has a bunch of enamel dots. I know that some of those little tiny brads I've seen in some of Elif's kits and some of, who are you scrapping with? Soco. Soco sometimes puts them in her kits. Like little flares, maybe? I'm sorry, guys. I struggle with the word brad because I come from that paper background. And so I literally still think of a brad, plus I homeschooled. I think of a brad as the thing you stick through and open the tongs on the back to make your paper stick together. So I always try to remember, like, what are they actually called when they're digital? Because they're not the same as when they're paper. It's one of the few things that changes a lot, you know? They had a metal rim. See, now I do call those a flare, but I totally see where you don't call those a flare. I just do. I'm like a metal rim and something in the middle, that's a flare.
No, those are brads.
I know, but it's
I would
funny.
call those brads.
But we're having that same discussion. Oh, I don't call them flares. I call them flares.
Like, what?
Well, yeah, staples are staples. And yes, even though you don't actually use staples to staple, you still call them that. Yeah, Lynn Grieveson has some. One Little Bird has some little, she tends to do littler embellishments. She doesn't have newer kits, but some of her older ones have those littler. I don't know that she has so many brads though. Paisley sometimes does. But the prongs, staples have prongs. Well, they do, but
I'm finding all the things I want to put on this page.
does anyone have issues? I can't change the words and I can't change the color of the label on the rectangular words. No. I just added text on top of labels. I'm not sure if I'm not understanding the question, which is possible.
Yeah, like what is? I'm not following either. Sorry.
I'm like, Oh, Celine has some too. Celine does brads. Celine Studio. She actually has a really cute date brad I just brought up. Those are cute.
Huh. This one is called a flare and it has a metal edge. You have been
See?
vindicated.
Yes! Vindicated! Well, that's a
There it
throwback
is,
song.
right there.
You gonna sing that one for us, Cheryl?
No, I don't know that song.
Lisa's on my side. She's like, yes. Usually you can change whatever you want in the way of labels. Hers do not work like any I've used. I've never actually had labels I can change except in the templates. So I guess I'm not, because like I know that sometimes they'll put words over top of them and they'll leave it as like on Cheryl's, if you have the font that you use in your templates installed, then if you click Cheryl's words, you can change them. But a lot of other designers will put like journal here and it'll be a flat and they've rasterized it. So you can't actually type it. You have to put your own type layer over top of it. And if that's not what you're asking, then I have no clue.
Like, what is the item? Like, can
Labels.
she tell us who designed it and what kit it's in?
Soco's labels. She says it's all her kits. And that's why I'm like, well, if they're just plain labels, then they wouldn't have.
Yeah, like I'm looking at one. Here's one right
Yeah.
here. What is she wanting to change? I'm not.
Well, she said like you can change anything on them. I'm like, I've never had a label I can change anything on except on a template. Usually you can change the text or the text is on another layer. That is not my experience.
No, usually they're blank in kits or they have word art on them. Usually you'll only find them with a live text box from a template.
Yes. Unless it comes with a PSD file, which most designers don't do for that. But yeah, like I know like Cheryl or Scrapping with Liz, or even when Soco does templates and like all the designers do templates, they'll sometimes have it so you can change some of the labels, but I've never seen it in like just a regular plain kit. Yes, there are magical ways to change the text on a label from a kit. Absolutely. I've done it before. I delete S's a lot of times. But it's not an inherent click here and change it. It takes a little work, depending on what you're doing. Or, you know, I flipped arrows and layered 2 arrows on top of each other and just delete out the middle so that the word's going the right way and then merge them together. Because I'm the lazy way of doing it, and that to me is lazy and easy.
I'm doing this. Okay. Really don't know.
It is super cute. I like that flower background. Like flowers make me think of Cheryl.
Oh, think of me.
Think of you fondly when you've said goodbye.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, true story. Do you want to know what my alarm is for Watch Cheryl Scrap to remind me that it's starting soon? It's the Phantom of the Opera. That's a true story, not making that up.
Like, why is that?
Well, Lisa, if you want to pick up the Friends kit and pick up Cheryl's templates, it can be your 10 things page. Ba-doom.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, I don't know. Do you guys have to do that? Like have to set alarms for different things? Like I swear half of my phone is just alarms for all the different things that I need to make sure. And sometimes I turn them off before it starts because I remember. But so often I'm like, oh crap, I forgot that. Now I'm running late for that. And I hate that. I hate being
now
late.
I'm running late. I don't like it.
Lisa set her alarm and she was still late. Livy sets alarms. Kim sets alarms. Ooh, Lisa even already has the Soco kit. All you got to do now is grab the templates and you're good to go. Notifications from the Apple Reminders app instead of alarms. I do notifications from the Google app, like the Google Calendar. It's just There are certain things that I need that alarm because I'm not looking at my phone at that time. And I know that. Like, watch Cheryl scrap. I have an alarm for 8:30 on Thursdays because otherwise I will get distracted and doing other things. Ooh, a magnetic timer on the dishwasher. Ooh, that would work too. I like that. That's a good one. Like to give your daughter meds? Yep. Yeah, what is this techno version of the Phantom of the Opera that you're talking about?
Who
The
is
original
talking
CD from forever ago. Did I miss who it's by? Melissa has a CD in her car player right now that has 4 techno versions of the Phantom of the Opera. So. All right, Kath, I missed your first part of your comment because I see that you said some way above anyone else have that text problem. Is your text going like layers way above or something? Me and Bethany are waiting for this techno Phantom of the Opera with bated breath over here. Apparently it's one of those days.
Opera.
Oh,
I'm not liking any of those papers clipped
do you know what? That would be such a fun tribute page. Like the Phantom of the Opera was one of the first introductions for me to like live musical theater, and it like changed my world.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, well, I went into drama after that and did musicals, and I went and saw a couple others, and then I've made it a goal to take Matthew to see some. Like, it's just like, that was my first live experience and just sitting there going, wow, you know? Anyway.
It's happening.
Your PSCC is messing to load a page with a text. I wonder if you need to reset your text and see something to add to my 10 things page. Ooh, I could do it that way too. Yeah. I never saw the show in New York City. I actually saw it in Toronto, but they built the theater. It was called the Pantages Theater, and they built it specifically for the Phantom of the Opera. So it had like all of these trap doors, so he could like pop down and up, pop down and up, pop down and up, because that was like the only thing that theater was built for. So it was really cool from that perspective.
Okay, so for the title, I used the magic wand tool to select, and then I use Control-J shortcut to copy it into another layer. So now it looks like, you know, like when paper scrappers, they'll take 3 or 4 layers for their title if it's cut out with a silhouette, and they put them all together so it looks really chunky. So that's what
layering.
I did there. Yeah. Where they, you know, sometimes it might
layered.
be 3 layers or 4 layers, whatever. But it's there. So.
Sorry. I was just like, that's called layering, right? Are we still?
Well, yeah.
I love it though. I know, I love the effect. I'm just teasing you. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. It's all right.
I'm sorry.
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm glad.
Let's see. I don't even know what to use now.
Ooh. Well, what do you need to do? Add more flowers? I like that you added the little crown on the top of your head because, yeah.
Because I'm a queen. I'm a queen.
Yeah, of course.
I'm a queen.
Of course. She clipped the red onto, so what she did was she duplicated the 2 layers, and then she clipped the red onto the one that was on top.
Well, actually,
You did?
I picked the title, and I used the magic wand tool and just got the black part. And then once I did that, then I use Control-J, and that makes a copy of it. and then that's what I clipped the paper to. I know it's hard to see in the layers, but
Does that explain that, Melissa? Yeah, so it was outlined in white, but then when she just picked the gray part, it's just that with no white sticker effect.
Yeah, so there's that's it with the original, and then without the red there.
It is pretty awesome. I agree.
Is it awesome? Everything is awesome. Oh, God. Oh, I
Nice
remember.
scrap hack. It is a nice scrap hack. Like the magic wand is one of my best friends. I mean, sometimes it's my enemy, but most of the time it's my best friend. We select a lot of random things and change them and flip them and make it work. We have lots of scrap hacks. Actually, you're good at scrap hacks.
I'm what?
You're good at scrap hacks.
Scrap. What are you saying?
Scrap. H-A-C-K-S.
Hacks.
Hacks.
Like
life hacks. Yeah, I've been listening to too much true crime lately. It probably came out like axe, like an axe murderer or something.
I'm so sorry, guys. I must
Nope,
be.
You're good. It's that Midwestern accent I'm picking up. I thought you said hats. There's a T in hats.
I thought she said donkey.
You didn't hear the.
Oh my Lord.
Goodness gracious. All right, Melissa, you're not allowed to use that word anymore because I apparently can't say it. She's like, I thought that's what it sounded like too, but I knew it wasn't because I had written it. Yep, that works. Apparently, Marilyn, you're the only one who understands me.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That was not meant to be a.
Oh, it's totally okay. I make up words all the time, so it makes sense that a real word I wouldn't say correctly.
I am scrapping so slow tonight, and we've been having this discussion about how long it takes me to scrap a layout, and it's infinitely longer when I am on doing this live and talking. I would have already been finished with this.
Well, that's because we keep distracting you.
Yeah, and that's totally okay. But I'm like,
you're like,
wow,
yeah.
this is really taking a long time here. I think it's because I've been making, I'm trying to catch up.
Yeah. Oh, see, a couple people heard it right. Kath, my bet is you need to just do the hard reset and reset all your preferences. I saw you asked on the forum. I'm going to go see if I can find it after the chat, and I'll tell you what you might want to try. Because if you're having a lot of funky little things happening, that's usually where I start, is just have it reset the whole thing when you open it. Adobe tells you how to do that.
She's just having a problem typing text.
Her paint bucket, she can't get the side boxes right, and it's undocking but won't dock again. So it's a lot of little things, and that's usually when I just go, okay, reset all the preferences, reset yourself, make yourself work again from the beginning.
Yeah, and how long has Photoshop been open? Do you open and close it daily? Do you, because sometimes that affects it. I try to open and close mine on quite a bit. No, I don't think I want to use that scatter.
You don't want to use the scatter?
I don't want to. You can't make me. Okay. I thought I would put this little one down here because it's the house.
Lisa said it's obvious this is the last MOC chat. You know what's funnier though? We have next week. So we will be here same time, same Disney Channel.
Yep, just no longer MOC.
Well, let's see. What day is that? Oh, it's the 3rd. Yeah, you'd be late.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
I think I need a little paint.
Oh no! Renee's computer shut down in the middle of scrapping all on its own today.
Ooh, not good.
No, that's never a good sign. That always freaks me out a little when my computer does weird things like that. It freaks me out a little when I have to shut it down and it wants to update. I'm like, I don't know, do I trust you? I told you that my computer, it's not mad at me, but it gives me like oh, you can't have Windows 11. Would you like to look here as to why? And I'm like, nope, I'm good. I don't want Windows 11.
You're right. Nope, not happening.
Nope. I'm good. Thanks for not accidentally updating me. I appreciate that. I've heard a lot of people do like it, Kim. It's one of those things where I don't want anything crazy changing in the middle of me doing something else. So, yeah. Ooh, Melissa's been a bit scrap heavy. Have you seen the designer challenges too? Most of them have a chance, if not all of them, to win a coupon. I just like to say most because I haven't looked through them all this month, so I never know. But there's usually a chance to win something.
So I don't know if I think I like the center being whited out. Yes, I do.
The center being whited out.
Yes, yes. That's what I like. That's what I like.
I've literally never won anything that relies on chance. You know, I get that. I am not one of those people who wins often either. Did you add a mask to white out the center?
Yes, I will. I will show you what I did. It's very easy to duplicate that.
Oh, Kath was highlighted on Lynn's Facebook group this week. Yay!
Okay, so what I did was I created a new layer by clicking the little plus sign inside the box near the trash can at the bottom to create a new layer. And then I made sure I had white picked, and then I just went to general brushes and used the soft round pressure, opacity, and flow. And then I just started kind of going in circles till I liked, how it turned out. So
it's funny that you did almost the exact same one when you were showing us the second time too.
Yeah.
Like they ended up almost exactly the same.
So
Thank you for the reenactment. She was busy
welcome.
looking at kits on her other monitor instead of watching. That's okay.
Yes, that's okay.
I'm guilty of that too. Totally
Yep,
cool.
Totally. Looking at kits is important.
Yeah.
No, somebody talking about, I think I'm getting worn down from month of challenges. I'm creatively energized, but I can tell that I'm like, okay. But then right after this, I have another challenge I'm doing. So I'll be
scrapping all the month of February too.
And March. So
and March.
Yeah. So that's good to keep me going.
I love that about MLC is, well, I haven't been able to quite scrap daily, but it's pretty close. But it does get me into that scrapping mode, so then it's much easier to just keep going. And I like that. because it is much easier to keep going than it is to
All right, I got
start from scratch.
Replace. Like, I don't know what to put there. How about I put that little star? That's so cute. Little metal.
Searching for the Soco kit.
I'm using a bunch of different kits of hers, just so
she's moved
you know.
to other kits, but that friend's kit is this one. When it's not MOC, I don't get very many layouts done. I totally get that. Lisa says it always wipes her out.
Okay, so
Michelle?
I've used Love, Memories, Serendipity, Friends, Then and Now.
All y'all got stopped naming kits the exact same. Good gracious.
Winter Days, Imagine, Sprinkles, Winter Days again. Yeah. Okay, Moving Day. That's
So I was
one.
looking up Serendipity, right?
Yeah.
And I found it by 4 other designers.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, apparently we all like this kit name. I wouldn't want to scrap daily the entire year. Yeah, I don't think I could do one the entire year, but I do like being in that habit because then I typically tend to stay scrapping about 4 days, 5 days a week, which is nice because I usually will only sit down and do one layout, which is nice. It's like an extended DSD or INSD, how they used to be. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, we won't talk about using a lot of kits in your credits right now. I counted. I really did, Cheryl. I have like 70 kits on that layout.
That is crazy.
Oh my gosh, it was so fun though. And then I found 2 more and I was like, I kind of want to go add those cameras.
Like,
ooh, Marilyn averages 70 layouts a month. Too many design teams. That's cool though. I mean, if you have pictures to scrap, I just need more time.
Yeah, if you like being creative and scrap, go for it. I used to be on a ridiculous amount of teams. Olivia can tell you that. It was embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
How many I was on. It was just crazy. You're like, yeah, sure, I'll create for you. Sure,
why not?
Sure, let's do some more. Oh yes, adding some paint in. That's always a fun thing to do.
Yeah, I'm not on. Melissa says, I love free kits, but churning out layouts when the kit is not your style wears me out. Yeah, I was on a team and I had to quit because it was getting too far away from my style. And it's like, I don't want it to be too much work. Maybe I'm just lazy, but I don't like it to be too much work.
Well,
So.
and some designers are different than others about, their requirements and how they interact with their creative team. And so it just all depends.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
That's true. Kim says she did a tribute page about her son-in-law and texted the entire journaling to her daughter yesterday, and she hasn't said a thing. I was expecting oh, that's so nice, but I got nada. Hopefully she says something. Maybe she's just been contemplating it, or she thought it was so sweet or something.
Who posted that?
Kim Saunders.
Kim. Well, maybe she's just busy.
Maybe.
You never know.
You know, Michelle, seeing you link credits, we don't hate to see your credits at all as Polly's. When you don't link credits and use a bunch, we'll sometimes open it and go, because it means we have to just start looking through the store, making sure they're there.
You're like, oh,
It's not that we
please.
hate it. It's just like, oh, necessary evil, I guess, would be a better way of putting it. You know?
Make sure I can see my, I think you can tell that says years. Blah, blah.
You know what? Danica and I were not in competition, at least not intentionally. It sure became a funny little backstory, though, didn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So I'll go through and show y'all what I usually do.
You know what, Kath, actually, a lot of designers do pick team members who have different styles because they want to show different styles with a kit. It completely depends on what the designer style is and what they want it to look like and what they want to show it off.
Memories, friends, serendipity.
She's just really bad at answering text. Well, I'm glad that's all it is. Like, I'm glad you're positive that you don't feel ignored. How many scrappers are doing MOC that you have to go through? Well, Julie is the ultimate go-througher, but individually, gosh, how many pages have I checked? On average, it's been 200 plus. I'll be honest. It's a lot of layouts to check. We don't mind. We love it. And we love seeing everybody participating. It just makes us so much happier when we see that there are all the things. So, well, there's 243 replies to my thread, and we didn't have a lot of questions in there. So I'm pretty sure I'm over 200 layouts already. No, designers don't always choose people who scrap their style. It just depends on what they want to showcase in a kit. It's completely up to them. Some designers do pick people who scrap their style. Some pick ones who don't. It just depends. No, it's okay if you don't link. We love the people who do because it just makes it slightly easier for us to check, but it's okay. We know that not everybody has the time or the energy to do that.
Yeah, I mean, it does take a little bit of time to do it.
Yeah, that's why I said we love it when you do, but it's not like we hate it when you don't. It's just like, okay, a little more work. But yeah, when you use a lot of kits, we love seeing that they're linked for that exact reason.
Okay, so now I'll just open up my little browser over here and I'll go into the store.
Yes, there are a couple people hosting more than one challenge this year.
And then I'll go to advanced search and I'll type in.
What was my challenge last year?
Friends, designed by Soco, and then search. And that's gonna be.
Oh, the silhouette page. Ah, I think Stitched Grid was the year before. Oh my goodness. Yes, that was a fun one too. Linking, I find linking to be easy, but I will fully admit it took me forever on that one I did just because I used way too many kits for those cameras.
Yeah, but it was such a cool layout.
It is a cool layout. I really like it. It makes me happy. My husband was laughing at me, by the way. He was sitting here going, are you still working on your credits? I'm like, shut up.
You're like, yes, I am.
Like, I mean, it's a cool page and all, and I was like, shut up. So, yeah.
Justine was like, are y'all having a private competition that I don't know about? What is happening? Am I being punked? Something happened in here.
I think when you do MOC for more than 1 year, like by the second or third time you do it, you start to find a rhythm with it. And I think you start to be more open to the challenges. So it's not necessarily that they get easier so much as you're more open to experimenting.
Yeah.
Like with the bobbleheads and stuff, like I've seen so many people that I know before art journaling have kind of made them go, but they were like, oh yeah, I can totally do this. This is awesome. Let's go for it. So I think that's something. Yeah, you know better what to expect, but I think I think overall, I also see in general that a lot of scrappers are more open to, okay, let me just play with this and see how it goes. Yeah, Kath, that would be difficult to come back after not touching it and have to learn the cloud PSE or PSCC and find everything again. That would definitely be difficult. Aw, Michelle says bobblehead is the first one she probably won't print. I actually kind of like my bobblehead one. It kind of goes with the picture because they're all really grumpy in the picture. So it kind of like just fits the tone.
Yeah, I did mine, and Jay actually, it was like a collaboration, so he helped me with the journaling and all that. I wanted to do a picture of him at work, because he was wearing a hard hat, and then I was going to make a bobblehead out of him, and my title was going to be, "He has a head for success."
Aww.
But then we went for the running instead, so which, you know, it turned out cute.
Well, so what's kind of funny is the picture that I used. If you bobblehead somebody's head, it actually can make them look skinnier.
Yes. Okay, so here is. Okay, I just want to point out that I'm finished with putting all those links in, except for then and now. I'll have to go back and do that one. But you can see it doesn't take very long, really, once you get used to it. But here's the bobblehead, and I called it Runner's High.
I actually like it. It kind of goes perfect with that sort of a picture too. I totally get though if you don't like the bobblehead, but I just love seeing how many people were willing to.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try this out and see.
Yeah, I like how it turned out. So, and then let's see. There's my stitch down stuff, and all these. I've mentioned it before, but if you go into the month of challenges 2022 forum, there's one that says watch Cheryl scrap all the MOC challenges, and so you'll see in there all the videos that go with these. But this was the funny one that I did today with the speech bubbles, and I called it Canine Conversation. And so she's looking over here and says, "Piper, what's that noise over there?" "Me, it's another dog barking." "Piper, I'm the only dog." "Me, no, you're not." "Piper, I can't even look over there anymore." "Me, you could be friends, you know." And then Piper, "I'm in shock. This can't be real." "Me, it is real. It's a tiny dog like you." Piper, "Everything about my life is a lie." "Me, you're being overdramatic." And then the last one, Piper, "Well, I'm still the only dog in this family, and I'm still a princess." "Me, yes, Princess Piper." I was like,
I love it.
Just having a good time. But I love this picture of her right here, where she's like, "I'm in shock." Because she looks like, "What did you just say?" So I'm pretty much caught up. Also, this is the other pet that gives me the disdainful look. She was watching Daniel game. And I took the first photo and then I started laughing and she turned around and looked at me like, Mother, please stop bothering us. Anyway.
Michelle says she has a first grade student named Piper and one of the most talkative students ever.
Well, how did I just not notice that? Okay, you use Chrome, don't you?
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, up at the top,
Uh-huh.
I've never hit that little down arrow.
Okay.
And then I was like, oh, then it shows what you've been doing, like your history.
Yep, it's to all your old tabs.
Yeah, but I'm like, I never had clicked on it before.
Bethany says, hey, something new every week.
Something new. Something new.
Something new, something new.
All right, so I am gonna stop this recording here since I am finished with my layout. Thank y'all for coming.